Hi, I'm Bambi Godkin. I'm the education manager for Mill Mountain Zoo. I'm going to show you guys how to do a animal related craft today. This one is good for upcoming spring, which can't get here soon enough. We are going to make clothespin butterflies. Pretty simple. You need a clothespin, you need some pipe cleaners, some pony beads, and some sort of glue. I'm going to use hot glue. You can use regular white glue, it just takes a little bit longer to dry. Hot glue, obviously, depending on the age of your kid, you might want to do that for them, but that's what we're going to use today. And then you need some craft acrylic paint, some brush, some water, scissors. You're going to be cutting wire, so maybe some scissors that aren't such good scissors that you don't end up wrecking with the wire. So you just going to have a little bit of paint, your brush. Some of the craft paints are kind of translucent, so depending on how thick you want it, you might need to do multiple coats, and it might take a little while to dry and getting the inside and the outside of the clothespin and everything. So what I did to save time, as I've got one that I already painted earlier today that I can use so that we don't have to wait for that to dry. So you're going to need 2 pipe cleaners for the wings. So I got 2 of those. And then you've got your beads, and you can pick up whatever colors you want. You're going to put the beads on each pipe cleaner so that there's about 1 inch or so of space on the end of each one. Alright, so once you've got both of these pipe cleaners with, again, about 1 inch on either side, you're going to cut a slightly shorter pipe cleaner. It's going to be the antenna, and that's where the old kind of junky scissors come in handy. So you're just going to bend those like that. Pick out a couple beads to put on the ends. Just kind of bend that wire around the bead. To hold it on there. Just like that. Then with these, you're going to kind of find the midway point, right about there, and bring that little tab, wrap one of them around to keep it locked together, and then twist them together. I'm going to do that again. So it's kind of like a little sideways 8. the other one, midway. Wrap one of them around, twist. Now we're going to end up putting those through the little wire slot like that. So you might have to trim a little bit off to get them both to fit in there. And this one I'm going to trim. Alright, and then just twist that a little bit better. Alright, should be nice and hot. So we're just going to open that up, put a little hot glue, or if it's regular white glue in there. And get your antenna in there, like that. And then squeeze a little bit of white glue or hot glue into that spring opening. Put the wire in on one side and on the other side. You can kind of bend them to get them to look the way you want, like that. And then with this one, I picked the side that I didn't like quite as much, maybe this side. And I just put a little bit of hot glue on the back to make sure that those wings had a little bit more support, just like that. I'm gonna hold it. And again, if you're using white glue, it's gonna take a little bit longer to dry. But there's your little bead clothespin butterfly. So real easy to make at home with very few supplies. Most stuff you can find, you know, pretty much any craft store or just any store like Walmart or anything like that. So, all right. Till next time. Thanks, guys.